Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Supercars of London. Welcome to the brand new 2017 Audi RS5. Last Wednesday, Audi UK invited me down to Goodwood a day before Festival of Speed to participate in a pretty interesting media day with a bunch of other journalists. Stefan Winkelmann was there, who is in charge of Audi Sport, Tom Christensen, who is a famous Audi Le Mans driver and has won Le Mans 9 times, and Jamiroquai was there. Not only that, I got to see a sneak preview of the Audi R8 V10 Plus Spider, and I was shooting a video, but on the way home there were some technical issues, some YouTube glitches, meaning one of my uploads did not go as according to plan. It stressed me out, I lost my momentum, and that video unfortunately never surfaced. But over the last 5 days I've thoroughly enjoyed driving the Audi RS5 to and from Festival of Speed, and I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys about the car. And this particular RS5 behind me, as the title entails, costs around £92,000. It has got around £30,000 worth of optional extras. So I want to take you guys for a drive and try and find out whether this car commands the £92,000 price tag that it comes with. Now, before we go on a quick exterior tour looking at all of the carbon fibre, I just want to point out that the RS5 list price is £63,000. Whilst I can't imagine many RS5 owners will go as crazy as this, I think it's more Audi displaying what is capable with this car. And we start with these industry first machine milled alloy with a weight saving of 2 kilograms per wheels, meaning 8 kilograms across the car. We've got carbon fibre wing mirrors, carbon fibre side skirts, carbon fibre here, carbon fibre rear boot lid. We have got a very, very aggressive front end with the black pack. I keep taking pictures from this angle because it just looks incredible. I'd make the Audi badge black. Carbon ceramic brakes. The interior is incredible. I will show you that in a minute. We have also got sports exhaust and, for the first time, an option which is carbon fibre roof. So that is an option on the Audi RS5, but on the M3 and M4 it comes as standard, which is quite interesting. But as an exterior aesthetic package, I think Audi have nailed the RS5 look. And now let's go inside and you can see why this car costs £93,000. Right, here we go. Have a look at how beautiful the RS5 interior is. We have got the virtual cockpit, which comes pretty much as standard now, I believe, in Audi ranges, but we have got red stitching, honeycomb, carbon fibre, Alcantara everywhere. Even these seat belts are an optional extra. RS5 floor mats, RS5 kick plates, carbon fibre all in here, a little bit dirty because of the fields of Goodwood. We've got Bang & Olufsen surround sound upgraded speakers, and the interior overall is perfect. I cannot fault the interior, so much so. Have a look at, if I get in here, the rearview mirror. It is just, well, frameless. Thank you very much, sir. And now we are good to go. Jeeves has tangled my seatbelt. Now, the first thing I noticed with this car is how quiet the engine is. It's a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 that produces 450 PS and 600 Newton meters of torque. So there isn't actually a power improvement from the old naturally aspirated V8. However, the torque increase is massive, and that is where you really feel the power. We're currently driving it in comfort mode at the moment, which I understand what Audi are trying to do and show its breadth of ability. That's a McLaren term for the 720S. I'm just trying to regurgitate my thesaurus that is in my brain. The Audi RS5, however, I feel falls a little bit flat in the comfort mode because the steering is a little bit numb. The throttle response is really unenjoyable and also quite dangerous pulling into things like the roundabouts. In a similar fashion to my Audi A1, you let off the throttle and then put your foot on the throttle to try and make a gap, and it takes so long for the car to actually realise what you're trying to do that either you don't make the corner and you get T-boned, or you just sort of all of a sudden just get a massive surge of power like this, like that. And yeah, it's quite a scary experience, but it keeps you on your toes. Comfort mode, not my favourite setting in the car, but it is all made a little bit better with the fact that we've got an Alcantara steering wheel. And everything, and I mean everything, changes when you flick this car into dynamic. By far my favourite mode, and if you buy an RS5, the only mode that you need, because the suspension firms up so that the car feels connected to the wheels, the steering firms up so it feels connected to the front wheels, the sports exhaust opens up, the engine becomes a lot more free revving, the valves open, meaning that you get a nice little rumble, and I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the sound of the V6. We know that twin turbo V6s sound good because the Nissan GTR sounds good. So Audi still have got a good soundtrack coming from a twin turbo car. The RS6, another very good example of how Audi have managed to make a great sounding engine from twin turbos. And the Quattro system in this, and the way this car has absolutely no roll whatsoever, means that you can take corners at ridiculous speeds. I'm actually going this way because you are driving way too slow. The speeds that you can drive this car at through corners it blows my mind. It bends the laws of physics, and I've been a massive fan. No one wants to make me film videos today. Slowly destroying my soul. Are you even going to get through that or not? This is exactly what you do to a £93,000 loan car. Here's the acceleration note. And here, listen to it. It's so high revving and proper screams at the top end. If you put an aftermarket exhaust system. God, why has everyone got such a happy face on? Ah, this is not the way to come. Really not the way to come to do like a road test. Listen to the... The way this car picks up. It's properly impressive, and having jumped out of an 1200 brake horsepower mega car, nearly 1-to-1 ratio of power to weight, the RS5 still provides me with a kick of excitement as I put my foot down. But everything works together. Whereas in comfort mode, I feel like nothing works together. Nothing works. But in dynamic mode, it's so much fun. And to me, I would never ever spec an RS5 to £93,000, and anyone that does spec a RS5 up to 90 just doesn't like their money, because it is going to depreciate. But I would buy one, and I would spec it to around £75,000 because it is an incredible daily. I think a little bit cooler than my M3. It sounds good with an exhaust system. It'd be very cool, much more aggressive looking than my M3. And overall, I have had a lot of fun driving this car off camera, and on camera I'm having a lot of fun. I'm a little bit tired, but at the same time I have definitely turned a few wrong turns, meaning I'm not on the greatest roads to give you guys an all-round road test, but hopefully you can kind of interpret where I'm going with this car. It is a great car. It is not £93,000 worth with all of the options on, but it is £63,000 worth. I would probably spec the ceramic brakes though. They're awesome. If I could, I would disconnect comfort mode altogether. It's pointless. RS5 is supposed to be hardcore, and I know Audi Sport, they've told me that they want to build an accessible family car that has got the performance of a really, really high performance saloon car, and they've achieved that. And I can imagine that maybe there are some RS5 customers that will use comfort, but for me, I'm too scared of going into roundabouts in comfort mode because the throttle response is so slow that I'll either get jumped and punched in the back of the head from the power, or I just get punched in the side from a car. So I drive everywhere in dynamic mode because the suspension is not that hard. I apologise that there is a lack of exterior flybys and general exterior angles. I've literally got a 2-hour window to film this video and I'm just using GoPros, so I highly apologise from that front. Hopefully you can get a nice insight into what the Audi RS5 is like. I have to say, the next time I get offered the keys to this car, I'm going to say yes and jump at the opportunity to drive it, because it is a really, really, really good family car. Thank you for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for some pretty awesome videos that are coming up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.